Our dividend growth portfolio is sitting at $36,321 and reached a new dividend high. Projected annual dividend income is $855.64. This is a $2.01 increase from our last update and breaks down to $71.30 a month and $2.34 a day. The increase came from a transaction. I went ahead and purchased one share of Visa at a price of $314.79. This now takes my total allocation in Visa to 6.11% of my portfolio. Prior to the purchase, Visa made up about 5.2% of my portfolio, so I have it up to about 6%, and that will decrease once I add more capital to SCHD. But going back to Visa, going over to a 1 year and to a 5 year chart, you can see that the price has pulled back to this support area, sitting at $316.86 at the moment. My average price is $317.12, so I am up on this position. But yes, going back to this support area, we've seen some highs all the way up to $365. I think that is the 52-week high or the all-time high there. So pulling back to that support area, I feel comfortable adding to my position in Visa. As far as the dividends, they look really good. The 5-year growth rate is 14.96%, which means that they have grown their dividends payments by 14.96% on average every single year. That's consistency there, and I like it. The dividend growth streak, which means they paid out a dividend for 17 years consistently, and they've grown their dividends for 17 years consistently. It has a low dividend yield, but that's fine. I'm looking more for long term. It has a lot of room to grow. So purchasing the one share of Visa today actually lowered my overall dividend yield to 2.36%. My goal is to get it up to about 3.5%, and I can do that once I allocate some more capital to SCHD, which currently has a 3.31% dividend yield because it is at all-time highs. I'm waiting for it to pull back a little bit down to this $26, $27 level, and for it to make up at least 40 to 45% of my portfolio. Right now it's at 28.6%, so I have a lot of room to add to this position, but I'm waiting for a good valuation for it to pull back for me to add to my position, because my current cost per share on average is $26.76. I am up over 20% on this investment, so it's looking good. I'm being patient on this, waiting for us to pull back to about $27 level. Let's go over to our dividends received. This one's very encouraging. Since September of 2024, I've seen my dividends grow consistently. You can see that dividend snowball start growing, taking shape. We're increasing every single month in dividends received until we get to my goal to one day live off of dividends. And finally, my goal, which is to generate $1,200 in projected annual dividend income. I'm 71% of the way there, and according to this app, I can get there by February of 2028, but I plan to get there sooner because, as you can see, my average annual dividend growth percentage is only 8% that I put in the parameters. But if you go over to my portfolio, I'm actually almost at 14% on a 5-year average of dividend growth, which means every single year on average, my portfolio combined will grow its dividends by almost 14% consistently. But I want to hear from you guys. How's your dividend portfolio holding up? Which stocks paid you a dividend this week? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear some more. And as always, stay patient, stay consistent, and I'll see you on the next one.